Hi, in this lesson we are going to learn about Java primitive data types. Every program will deal with data, different kinds of data. For example, we are reading the username, so we have to save it in some kind of string. For example, we are reading user date of birth, so we should be able to save it in some kind of data type that can hold date. Also, we are going to read address, so either we should be able to save it in separate fields or a data type that can hold address. So these are all data types. String is a data type, then date is a data type, date can be a data type, then address can be a data type. Also we may be dealing with loans, and loans has interest rate something like 8.25%. so we should be able to deal with those kind of fractional numbers like 8.25, 2.25. Also maybe the loan term is 36 months, so we should be able to deal with whole numbers like 36, 24, 48. Also users may be answering some questions like true or false kind of questions. We should be able to save those things. So these are all different kinds of data types. Basically we should be able to save different kind of data, so we need different kind of data types. What is data type? Data type is nothing but a type that can hold particular kind of data, and it will permit particular kind of operations on that data. So data types are very important. They restrict these two things: what kind of data can be saved and what kind of operations can be performed on the data. Okay, coming to Java, it has two types of data types. Data types are two types. One is primitive, another is reference type. Okay, I'm going to make a notes here. Instead of making a PowerPoint presentation, I can collect the notes here. Primitive data type, and second one is reference data type. Okay, so these are the two types. We will see reference data types when we start writing classes, creating objects and all those things. For now we are going to deal with only primitive data types. In Java there are 8 primitive data types. Okay, we have 8 primitive data types. So what kind of data we'll be saving in these? Okay, we'll look at that. We will be saving only two kinds of data. One is Boolean. So Boolean is basically true or false. So first data type that we are going to see is Boolean. What are remaining 7? Remaining 7 are to store numeric data type. Okay, so what kind of numeric values can we save? Previously we have seen, right? I mean 24 months lease time, or loan period is for 24 months, or if you are saving number of people on the earth or in a particular country, it will be like 2 billion, 3 billion. So that numbers, the numeric values that we are going to store and operate on are going to vary from simple numbers like 1 to 2 billion, 3 billion, so even maybe bigger than that. So to handle data effectively and with proper kind of memory, we don't want to save a number like 24 which can be a lease term in a data type that can hold 2 billion, right? Unnecessary waste of memory. So we don't want to do that. So for that reason, to save these whole numbers, like with those which doesn't have any fractional part, we have 4 kinds of data types. First one is byte, second one is short, next one is int, next one is long. Okay, so these all can hold whole numbers. As we have seen previously, also we have these fractional parts like 8.25 percentage interest rate, or more accurately, when you are calculating your income tax, you will be seeing something like 9,024 cents, something like that. Whenever you are paying taxes, or if you see if you see the prices, they will be like $2.99 or 199.99 rupees kind of thing. So to save all those kind of numbers that have fractions, we have a floating point type. So we have two types there, float, and to save those kind of floating types we have float and double. Okay, so now if we see, we have Boolean, and we have four data types to save the whole numbers, and two data types to save floating point numbers. So total we have 7. What is the last one? That is a character. Data type is char. Okay, I will include that char here. Data type is char. It can save characters like A, B, C, character 1, character 2, all those characters. Also it can be saved as a number basically. So all these characters can be saved as numbers. For example, if you save 32, it is going to be blank. If you save 42, it is going to be asterisk. So those kind of characters, but this is treated as number, and it can be used as a number also, but we don't do that for some time till we understand it in complete detail. Okay, so these are the 8 data types. One is Boolean, next ones are byte, short, int, long, char, and floating points are float and double. As I said previously, the number values will range from simple numbers like 1 to 2 billion, 3 billion. So this byte will hold 1 byte memory. It will need 1 byte memory. So the values it can represent is very less. We will see those ranges later. Short will take 2 bytes, int will take 4 bytes, and long will take 8 bytes. It is very easy to remember, right? 1, 2, 4, 8, all are, 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, 1, 2, 4, 8. So this float and double, they are going to take 4 and 8, 4 bytes, 8 bytes. So they are same as int and long with respect to memory, the memory that they take. Okay, char is going to be 2 bytes, and Boolean, it is not known. Generally it depends on virtual machine, operating system, and all those things, but we don't need to know exact space, but it is representing data that can be held in 1 bit. Okay, so a bit, if it is 0 it can be false, if it is 1 it can be true, but it is holding 1 bit worth of data, not more than that, but actual size is not known. So these are the 8 data types. We are going to learn a bit about variables in the next class, so that is going to take couple of minutes, but after that we will start using all these data types, and we are going to see what are these limitations, like if it is 2 bytes, what is the maximum number it can hold. So so all those things, when to use what, when should we use long, when should we use int, all those things we will see in the next lesson. But for this lesson, know that Java has 2 types. One is primitive data type, second is reference data type. Reference data type we are going to look at when we start writing classes and start using objects, but before that we are going to look at primitive data types. There are 8 types. First one is to hold Boolean value, and the data type is called Boolean. Second one is to hold numeric data types. They are further divided into whole numbers and floating point numbers. So to hold whole numbers we have byte, short, int, and long, also char, and to hold the floating point numbers we have float and double. That is all for this lesson. Please remember all these 8 data types: Boolean, short, byte, int, long, char, float, and double. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.